Welcome to the March 31st edition of the Index Sports Show. I'm Index Assistant Sports Editor Brett McMillan, along with Logan Jackson, Sports Editor, and men's baseball coach Dan Davis, our special guest today. Coach, Ryan Trimble and Jared Esquina had two really nice starts in the first game out against Northwest. Have you ever seen anything like that during your time in baseball? Two guys throwing complete game shutouts back-to-back like that?
I really haven't. Been in coaching baseball for, I think, my 16th year now, and that was two as dominating performances as I've seen in a single day and two games straight. And, over the course of the entire weekend, four very well-pitched ball games.
Veazey and Stephan both went the distance on Monday as well. Stephan, Northwest getting the walk-off hit against him, but still pitching well. What did you see from those guys, and just talk about how they followed up the first two?
Well, I mean, Stephan has thrown, three pretty good games in a row, and hasn't been rewarded, unfortunately. But after we throw, I think it was 16 innings of shutout ball on Sunday, he came back in his first game on Monday. He threw game 3, and he throws 6 2/3 innings of shutout ball in a row. Before he gives up that last run or that first run that actually beat us. But I mean, he's been pitching very well, and Veazey comes out and gives up a run the very next inning. So that his first inning of game 4, and he gives up 3 actually, and then shuts them down the rest of the way. And I remember him saying, hey guys, I'll shut them down if you guys can put up a couple of runs for us and keep us in this game. And he did exactly that, and ended up getting 4 runs at the end of the game and ended up winning. So it's a pretty good weekend.
And just kind of moving to the bullpen right now, clearly they didn't see a lot of time over the weekend. So how are they staying warm and staying ready for action?
Well, our bullpen is really, all those guys are really, they have a great, focus on what their job is. They know that pitching goes as starting pitching goes. And they know that if our starters go deep into the ballgame, then we've got a chance to have our bullpen throw short stints and have success. And I truly think, when we do get a chance to throw guys out of the pen, with Chris Allard, Tim Lee, Michael Stair, and Christian Witt, obviously, we may honestly get a little better once we go to the pen. But, if guys are going to throw complete games, I mean, heck, let them go roll and win ball games for us.
Yeah, and moving kind of to the offense right now, haven't scored as many runs as you guys did last year. What are you guys currently working on the offensive side of things?
Well, we're working on a couple of things. I mean, obviously the skill game, bunts and hit and runs. We're very fast, as you can see by our stolen bases. But the big thing is we need to be able to lay down bunts. The new BB Core bats, the bat specs are a little bit different this year, so the ball doesn't just fly off the bat like it used to. So that's holding some guys back a little bit more. We've really designed our offense to be more of the fast, athletic guys that can do the skill game, bunt and hit and run, and hit doubles. And when we don't hit doubles, we're going to steal. Mm-hmm. So we're going to stay true to our focus and sort of our game plan, and things are going to start happening for us offensively, I'm sure. This was a very tough weekend to hit. It was cold. The wind was blowing in the whole time. We hit some balls with authority, but they carried, just to the outfielders. Mm-hmm. On a normal day, I think we hit some balls that might carry over their head and maybe even leave the yard. So I'm not real worried about that. We still got a couple of guys that can really swing the bat with authority. And, that's one of the things we're trying to do is work on being a little bit more physical. Mm-hmm. But the big thing about the offense this weekend was, we got clutch hits when we needed to.
Here in late March, you guys find yourselves with 6 conference wins, which is just one less than the entire season combined last year. Is that an encouragement for you guys, or what do you take out of that at this point?
Well, it's obviously we want to win more games than we did last year, but the big thing is where we're sitting in the conference. I think we're 1 game out of 6th place, and we need to finish in sixth place or better to make the conference tournament. And we want to make the conference tournament for the first time, I think, in its current format. I think there was a Bulldog team that made it, I'm not sure the year, but they made it sort of to the conference tournament back when they had it was a format where you had to go play another team at their place or the higher seed at their place in a 3-game series to actually make the 4-team tournament. In the current format, we want to win enough games to make it into the conference tournament, and that's our focus. I mean, that's our one goal this year is number one, make the conference tournament. If we win 2 more games and that puts us in, then perfect. If we win 10 more games and that puts us in, great. You know, I mean, we're just going to do whatever we can to make that 6th spot or better, and that's a new ball game once you make the postseason, because it's anybody can win. It's records are 0-0, and we've got 2 to 3 guys that I feel comfortable throwing out there and can beat anybody.
Thanks so much for watching this edition of the Index Sports Show. For more Bulldog coverage on baseball and all the other sports, be sure to pick up a copy of the Index today at a newsstand near you.